at 8 on CW6.
WJBF 6 Plus. Download it free today. The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Now, on News Channel 6 at 5, recognizing retired deputies in Richmond County.
How the Sheriff's Office is honoring those who served, as your News at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with the death of former Georgia State Senator Charles Walker.
That announcement coming just a few hours ago. Walker was once a powerful figure in Georgia politics.
He also built a business empire under the name the Walker Group. In 2005, Walker was convicted in federal court of tax evasion, mail fraud, and other charges. He was sentenced to federal prison and released in 2016.
After his release, he wrote a book titled From Peanuts to Power. Funeral arrangements still being worked out. Charles Walker was 78 years old.
For some retired Richmond County deputies, their impact didn't end when their careers did. Today, the Sheriff's Office brought retirees and their families together to recognize years of service.
Jartavius Edmond joining us now with how some of that work is still being carried forward.
Brad, for two families I spoke with today, it wasn't just about looking back. It was also about the people these retirees influenced along the way.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our second annual retirement luncheon. It's so good to see all of y'all.
Former colleagues and their families back together Tuesday at the Richmond County Sheriff's Office South Precinct.
This is a reminder just to let you know that we appreciate everything you've done through the years when you served here with the Sheriff's Office. Your legacy continues on to this very day through the people that come behind you.
For Lexi Johnson, that legacy is personal. Her grandfather, retired Lieutenant Leon Garvin, spent more than 40 years with the department.
He was always my mentor, always just my biggest supporter. And when I decided to get in law enforcement, it was because of him.
Johnson is now a lieutenant with the Burke County Sheriff's Office, and her grandfather's advice helped guide where she serves today.
But he said, you'll really do your best work in community relations, talking to people, being alongside them. So I got promoted, and that's what I do now.
Retired Deputy Willie Pleasant also spent years connecting with young people. His wife, Elise, says his work included community service in more than 18 years with the DARE program.
Some kids don't have that role model of a mom or a dad, so he went into the classroom to give them, and he was trying to make a difference in their life, where when they got out of school, they can go and do something for themselves. And he have a lot of people that looks up to him. Some people still call him Officer Pleasant.
Such a joyous moment.
Sheriff Eugene Brantley says today's luncheon was about making sure those years of service don't go unrecognized.
So I think for me, it just shows appreciation that we have for them, and just let them know that what the work that they did is not in vain, and that we're going to carry the torch from this point forward.
And at 6, you'll hear why seeing so many former colleagues had Sheriff Brantley looking back at his own journey throughout the department.
Jartavius, thanks. It is time now for our first check of the weather.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petrot.
Well, it's another hot day with mostly sunny skies. You're looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at USC Salkehatchie. A beautiful dry day. Nothing going on satellite and radar, but it's definitely hot, so some rain would really help to cool us off. But that's not the case today. We are bone dry and all the way up to 100 degrees now in Lincolnton, 99 next door at McCormick, 98 in Augusta, but we were at 99 just a moment ago. Winds are starting to come a little bit more so out of the northwest, though, up to around 10 miles per hour. Because of that wind direction, we're seeing some drier air move in. So we do have that higher humidity in our southern line counties, but look at the lower dew points north of I-20. So luckily the heat index is only at around 100 to 105. Of course, that's still very toasty, but at least we are staying away from the 110 plus degree heat index. Now, we do have a heat advisory in effect still until 8 p.m. this evening for that heat index up to 109 in the counties where we are seeing the higher dew points. So that will be the case for tonight, but as we go into tomorrow, we're no longer under any heat alerts. You can see for the rest of our evening, we will be in the upper 90s for now, then we're down to 94 by the 8 o'clock hour. And as we look ahead here, even though we won't have those heat alerts in place, it's still going to be very hot with 97 tomorrow and 99 on Thursday. And then we'll start to see more rain on Friday with a change in temperatures coming our way this weekend. I'll have more details coming up, but back to you.
All right, Jenna, thank you. An investigation is underway after a drowning in Aiken County. According to investigators, 40-year-old Justin Swearingen was swimming in the Savannah River when he went under before being pulled to shore by bystanders. The coroner says Swearingen died last night at the hospital. His death was ruled an accidental drowning.
Augusta is updating its rules for commission meetings. Some of them address decorum at meetings involving speakers. For the last few months, there's been a marked increase in the number of people signing up to speak over and over again, talking about the same thing.
It's the same topic that is brought before us every other week from some. All right, we want to hear it, but we don't have to hear it every other week. Let's give it 60, 90 days. We care about the citizens. We want to hear from them, but allow others too to get on there.
The update also changes the language for allowing the mayor to vote on all items, something voters did approve 2 years ago. A new poll showing healthcare is a big issue for Georgia voters. This election season. The American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network says nearly all the voters who responded to the survey want policies that make healthcare easier and more affordable. About 85% of respondents believe all people should have access to affordable cancer screenings and treatment. And most of them say healthcare policies should make it easier for Americans to get care.
Our goal is to advocate on behalf of all people that are facing cancer. And that advocacy work begins with each of us. And so, if you're one of that 96% of people that feels that healthcare is a priority in the state or needs to be a priority in your state, then, take the time to reach out to the candidates, reach out to those who are running for Senate, reach out to those who are running for governor, and let them know that we need to make healthcare a priority in the state. We need to make cancer a priority in the state.
Advocates and survivors do say the poll makes it clear cancer-related issues are a priority this November.
Georgia's Attorney General says cryptocurrency stolen from an elderly Oconee County couple has now been recovered and returned. Investigators say the couple was hit with a pop-up warning claiming their bank account had been compromised. The scammer then posed as a Federal Trade Commission official and convinced the victims to withdraw money from their bank and deposit it into a crypto kiosk. The scammer helped the couple avoid questions from bank employees. Then the crypto was quickly moved through several digital wallets.
It's things that look too good to be true. They probably are not. And it comes in all forms, and text messages and emails and offers over the telephone and things of that nature. A lot of times, again, some of the best advice is if it looks too good to be true, it's probably not, but verify. Verify who it is you're talking with.
Investigators with the Oconee County Sheriff's Office, GBI, and the Attorney General's Office traced the funds and seized them. A court then ordered that the crypto be returned.
Coming up, preserving South Carolina's coast.
Why some are concerned about the work being done offshore. Next.
Let's find out if our contestants are...
Still ahead, kicking off Augusta TechNet.
How Fort Gordon got the week-long event started after the forecast.
Hot temperatures are sticking around, but at least we'll get a break with some slightly lower humidity on Wednesday and Thursday. Then as we go into Friday and this weekend, some cooler temperatures and a better chance of rain. I'll have your full Vapor 6 forecast when we return.
The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app.
I've been in recovery for 6 years now.
To get the weather, you need to see the whole picture. That's why Live Viper 6 gives you the Skyview network. Get a live view of traffic and weather from all over the CSRA. Available online 24 hours a day at WJBF.com and the free Live Viper 6 mobile app. The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview network. Powered by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
Carolina Panthers football is back, and News Channel 6 is your local home for Panthers preseason action. Friday, the Panthers head to Jacksonville to take on the Jags. Coverage starts at 7:30 on News Channel 6.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. It's a beautiful day, but a hot day, and you're looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at Wellstar MCG Health. Some perfect little cumulus clouds around, but no rain whatsoever. We're at a toasty 98 degrees, feeling like 102 with dew points in the 60s. So that's some good news. At least humidity is only at 35%. With a temperature of 98, it could easily be feeling like at least 108. So we will take 102. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 10 miles per hour. And as we look at those current temperatures across the metro, you can see a lot of 90s and then one spot in North Augusta registering at 100 degrees. And I saw McCormick County also reached 100 today. We do have this cold front that's moving in, and this cold front's not bringing us any rain, and it's really not going to bring us any heat relief either, but it is going to continue to bring in some lower dew points. So you can see we will be in the muggy range on Wednesday and Thursday, but at least staying below the sticky range. Now, as we get to Friday and Saturday, humidity will start to climb, but it is kind of offset by these lower temperatures. So you can see as the temperatures go down, the humidity goes up, but nonetheless, the heat index will be staying below 108. So we don't have any heat advisories over the next couple of days because of that. But of course, it's still going to be hot. Actual temperatures are going to be topping off in the mid to upper 90s again tomorrow. So I'm not expecting 100, but 97 in Augusta. Here's a look at that day planner. You can see at noon, we'll already be at 93, and then it will be feeling as hot as around 101 as we get into the afternoon hours. But a pattern change is coming our way starting on Friday. We've been talking about this ridge of high pressure since last week. Now we're going to have what's called a trough, and that's going to be bringing in some cooler temperatures along with some higher rain chances, and that starts on Friday. So only a 10% chance of rain on Thursday. Rain chances will increase to 50% on Friday, and some lingering rain will be possible on Saturday as well. So this brings our temperatures back to near normal for this time of the year. That means highs around 93 on Saturday and Sunday, lows in the lower 70s instead of the mid to upper 70s. And here's a look at that rain possibly moving in on Friday. So this is our long-range futurecast model. You can see that trough is going to be bringing in a cold front with an area of low pressure spinning up as we get into Friday evening. So still some uncertainty on the timing of this, but it does look like Friday night could be a little bit wet, especially in our southern line counties. And then again on Saturday evening as this cold front moves through. And then as we get into Sunday, most of that rain will only be in our far southeastern counties and along the coastline. And then behind that cold front, we'll have some of that drier air move in again, lowering rain chances to just 10% Monday and Tuesday of next week. But it's really going to be tough for us to escape the heat entirely. We're not seeing any 80s, but at least we'll get down to 93 once again on Saturday and Sunday.
We'll look forward to that for sure. Thank you, Jenna.
Today, Augusta TechNet kicked off with a joint airborne operation at Fort Gordon. Paratroopers were joined by several groups to jump from a Chinook helicopter and land at Barton Field.
There's a sense of euphoria for about like 10 seconds. Like you come out of the plane and you have this sense of euphoria that's like you get to look around, you're like, oh wow, that was super awesome. And then you gotta go, oh wait, I gotta land.
If there is a problem somewhere in the world and the Department of War needs to stand up a joint task force, the Joint Communication Support Element will rapidly deploy within 72 hours and help them to establish communications in support of a combatant command.
The conference wraps up on Thursday.
Up next, a fantastic journey for one border collie.
How the dog was found several states away from home. After the break.
Busby's Heating and Air Conditioning is feeding families one checkup at a time. Through our partnership with Golden Harvest Food Bank, we donate 25 meals for every system checkup we complete. Regular system checks help you avoid costly breakdowns. Busby's, your Carrier Factory authorized dealer. When quality matters, call Busby's. Family owned and trusted since 1945. Feeding families one checkup at a time, because Busby's cares.
My husband was in a pretty serious accident, which led to my husband actually passing away, which was very hard on our family.
I was 16 years old. It was incredibly traumatic.
Being able to take the burden off of you guys to handle the legal aspect at least gave you all a chance to kind of get through those first several years.
Austin and his team fought to the end. I'm so thankful that I found Austin.
If you've lost a loved one because of someone else's negligence, call Austin Jackson.
Terry Lambert here from Terry Lambert Hyundai.
I'm John Ossoff, and I approve this message.
Goolsby's, serving Sunday dinner every day since 1985.
Hi, this is Pete Kirshenson with Taylor BMW. Please come see me to test drive the ultimate driving machine.
Tub Doctor, turn your tub into a shower in as little as 2 days.
For all your home improvement needs, call Chuck's Painting and Home Maintenance, veteran-owned, operated, and trusted.
Southern Nature Landscaping, reliable and affordable service that you've been able to count on for over 14 years.
Check out the new larger Super Saver magazine and our new mobile app at supersavermobile.com.
A 10-year-old border collie back in the arms of his owners after the dog, Rio, went on an incredible journey.
The dog from Oklahoma was found 1,000 miles away in North Carolina. Bob Buckley has the story.
In a video posted on social media,
Come on, let's go!
an enthusiastic border collie takes a sharp turn to the wrong person before finding his right person.
He was just so excited and saw the people and was just like, oh, who's waiting for me, you know? Everyone's here for him. So, and then he finally noticed her. So that was awesome when it finally clicked for him to say like, oh wait, you know, you're my owner, you're my person.
This likely isn't the only wrong turn he took. Rio disappeared from his home in Oklahoma at the end of July.
He is an escape artist, and he does get scared with thunderstorms and loud sounds and things like that. But he has never met a stranger that he doesn't like, so he is very friendly and very approachable. So we can see that he went missing 2 weeks ago and potentially was picked up by someone and they were traveling and then maybe escaped again.
2 weeks after he disappeared, someone brought him into Guilford County Animal Services where he was scanned for a microchip.
He did have a microchip. It was registered to the rescue that he was adopted from a year ago, and it pulled up that the rescue was in Oklahoma, and luckily the rescue was able to get in touch with the adopter.
Rio's mom, Melissa, booked the first flight she could.
She dropped everything to come and get her baby.
Leading to this precious reunion. But Rio's great adventure wasn't over yet.
And they made the 16-hour drive back to Oklahoma.
While we may never know how Rio managed to travel 1,000 miles in just 2 short weeks, we do know this. A tiny microchip is what helps him get back home again.
Any animal that can be reunited with their owner is the outcome that we always want for every animal. And luckily he had a microchip, and that's why microchipping your pet is just so important.
A happy ending. Love to hear it.
Yeah, somebody fence Rio in. He looks like an escape risk.
That does it for us this half hour, but we have more coverage you can count on at 5:30.
Including a Georgia senator exchanging verbal blows with President Donald Trump. The latest next.
During the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale, shop and save on great new styles, like this 3-piece Luxe Guard Performance Velvet Sectional from Cindy Crawford Home, just $24.95 or $42 a month, interest-free, in your choice of 5 stunning colors, now at Rooms to Go.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've battled against insurance company giants, and we've won a lot. Injured, we became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. There's only one, Morgan & Morgan.
When doubts...
Riverside Heating and Air Conditioning is the CSRA's expert heating and cooling company. Join the Riverside Comfort Club with regular HVAC maintenance starting as low as $15 per month.
The Greater Augusta FCA Coaches Appreciation Banquet is on Thursday, November 12th. This year, welcoming our guest speaker, 4-time NBA All-Star Mark Price. Seating is limited. Reserve your table today.
Good Morning Augusta, weekday mornings on News Channel 6.
During the Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale, buy this king, queen, full, or twin size Serta Perfect sleeper mattress and get the second mattress, same size or smaller, free. That's this Serta mattress. Buy one, get one free. Now at Rooms to Go.
The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping today's local headlines, the death of former Georgia State Senator Mr. Charles Walker. The announcement made just a few hours ago. Senator Walker was once a powerful figure in Georgia politics and really made a way for Augusta and a lot of progress here in the city. Funeral arrangements are forthcoming. Charles Walker was 78 years old. Decades of service recognized today by the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. The department brought former deputies and their families together for its second annual retirement luncheon. Police in Ridge Spring are investigating after more than a dozen surveillance cameras were damaged or torn down. 14 cameras were damaged early on August the 3rd. Some were cut down with a power saw. Others had their wires cut. Now police are investigating. We'll have these stories and more at 6. But first, coverage you can count on continues with the marquee midterm 10. It's time now for our first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci, and we're trying to channel fall today. We have on our fall colors.
We can be hopeful, but
mind over matter.
I don't know if it's going to work out too well for us, Dee. It is looking like it's going to stay pretty hot, really, until we get to September. We will get a little bit of relief this weekend, and I'll talk about that in the full forecast. But in the meantime, it is a very toasty Tuesday. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam showing you Waynesboro, and absolutely no rain to cool us off. Live Viper 6 looking nice and dry, and you can see those temperatures are in the upper 90s. 98 in Augusta and Aiken. We were at 99 earlier, and I saw a couple places in our northern counties briefly hit 100 degrees today. Now, we do have winds coming out of the northwest. That's bringing in some drier air, and it's a little breezy up to around 10 miles per hour. You can see dew points in the upper 60s for some of our northern counties, so that's where the heat index is a bit more tolerable, but nonetheless, we are still seeing some values up to around 108. So we have a heat advisory until 8 p.m. this evening for the county shaded. That's for a heat index up to 109. And for the remainder of our evening, you can see we'll be in the upper 90s over the next couple of hours, then down to 94 at 8 o'clock. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up, but back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you in a few more minutes. Well, some communities around the country are reconsidering their contracts with. Coming up, which performers have made the MTV VMA Award nominations, and a sneak peek of the new A Different World series. It's new and it's up next, trending next.
And we have a new member of the Live Vapor 6 Neighborhood Network. That's horsing around Aiken. You can see their Tempest station recorded a high temperature today of 98 degrees. Several places in the upper 90s in Aiken County. Here's a look at those maximum temperatures in Saluda County, 99 over at Felkel Lane. And then our hot spot today was McCormick County, 100 degrees at Burrow Drive and 101 at Amelia Drive. I'll have more details on this heat wave after what's trending.
Some say the pen is my...
Gerald Jones Ford, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Good Morning Augusta, weekday mornings on News Channel 6.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for a look at what's trending. I'm covering up the tea, huh? Okay, sorry about that. Last week we showed you Brandy singing the new version for the intro song of A Different World sequel series, and I've heard it more, and so I like it now. I think I really like the song now. Well, now Netflix has dropped the first trailer. I saw it the other day. Check it out.
Welcome to Hillman, the preeminent HBCU in the country.
Baby, why are you here? My parents have been pushing Hillman since before they knew my name. I just want to prove to them I can crush it.
I ain't come this far just to come this far.
You didn't get in anywhere else, did you? Hillman, are y'all listening? We are not going anywhere. We are studying. We are partying. We are living our best, young, gifted, black, talented lives.
All right, as you can see, we Have some new faces and familiar faces with Jasmine Guy and Kadeem Hardison returning as Whitley and Dwayne. You remember how she used to say Dwayne as they drop off their daughter Deborah at Hillman. And you don't want to wait too long to watch the series as it hits. You don't have to wait long. It hits Netflix on September 24th. We saw Debbie Allen there. I think it's pretty good. I think it's going to be good. And I think Freddie, the young lady they cast as Freddie, looks so similar to Freddie. So I thought that was really good casting there. Well, Shakira giving support to her home Columbia and MTV announcing the VMA Award nominations. Melvin Robert has more from Hollywood.
We start this report with some music. MTV has announced nominations for this year's Video Music Awards. And the Queen of Pop leads the pack with the most nominations this year. For Entertainment Report, I'm Melvin Robert.
Oh, good for Shakira. That is really good. I got to go to Olivia Dean. I think she is amazing. Her voice is so sultry and smooth. I like her. And she's so classy. I really wish the best for Olivia Dean. So hopefully she'll win a lot of awards. Well, are we going to have award-winning weather? I don't know about that, but it's nice to look ahead. And the turkey is back. And the turkey's already giving us fall vibes. 35 days until fall. We just think summer's gonna hold on until then, huh? Jenna has your full forecast coming up next. Stay tuned.
At Science Co, our employees are...
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. It's a dry and hot Tuesday here in Thompson and all of the CSRA. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. We're at 98 degrees in Augusta, feeling like 102. Dew points are luckily in the 60s though, so that's bringing our humidity down to 35%. So just like I said yesterday, it's not really the humidity today like we often say. It's really just the plain old heat. Actual temperatures are high today and even registering at 100 degrees in North Augusta on our Live Viper 6 neighborhood network. You can see that we have a cold front making its way through the area, and that's going to continue to bring in some drier air. So all of the storms are focused along the Gulf Coast. We are keeping it dry tonight and mostly dry conditions expected on Wednesday and Thursday as well, as dew points will continue to stay in the 60s. So it's still going to be a little bit humid. However, that heat index will only be up to around 107 at the highest. So that means we no longer have any heat advisories over the next few days. And then you can see the temperatures go down to 93 on Saturday and Sunday as it becomes a little bit more humid, but that humidity will be offset by the cooler temperatures. So highs tomorrow are just going to be very hot again. It's going to be up to 99 in Lincolnton, 98 McCormick, Augusta at 97. And here's your day planner, already making it to 93 at noon. It will be another mostly sunny day with winds coming out of the north, bringing in some of that drier air. So we've been talking about this ridge of high pressure that's been impacting us since last week, bringing the heat wave. But now we're going to see a pattern change. This is what we call a dip in the jet stream here, or a trough, and that's going to allow a cold front to bring us some higher rain chances on Friday, especially up to 50%, and we could have some lingering showers on Saturday as well. Now, the key with this is that it's going to bring us a little bit of heat relief. It's going to drop us back to near normal for this time of the year. So it's not going to be cool by any means, not seeing the fall-like temperatures, but at least we'll be down to 93 instead of, say, around 103, which is what we were close to yesterday. Here's our long-range futurecast. Friday at noon, that cold front comes marching in. Will this area of low pressure develop as well? And that means some widespread rain could be possible on Friday evening. We're still fine-tuning the forecast on that. And then some of that rain could linger on Saturday, and still can't rule out some showers in some of our southeastern counties on Sunday as that cold front clears the area. So here's a closer look. Friday at noon, our northern counties could see some of that rain first. Then we could get a break. There's Friday at 5 p.m. And then an additional round of showers and storms could move in Friday night. So I know we have a lot of high school football on Friday, so I'll be watching this very closely for you. Once again, keeping that rain chance at 50% for now on Friday, then down to 10% Sunday through Tuesday of next week as we heat back up. 96 next Tuesday and Wednesday, then up to a 30% chance of rain next Thursday. Now back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. Coming up, a Fox Creek High School student, or teacher rather, working with her students rather, on their futures. We'll take a closer look at this week's Golden Apple Award winner after the break.
When you call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, your very own army springs into action 24/7. Our investigators, legal staff, over 1,100 lawyers work together to fight to get you the best result as quickly and easily as possible. Insurance companies know who we are, and now you know it too. This firm was built for greatness. This firm was built for you. Injured? Call your army. We're ready to roll. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
For Keisha Lance Bottom.
Time to catch up with a veteran teacher still going strong and changing lives. Brad Means joins us now.
Charlotte Ann Seawright teaches at Fox Creek High School. She makes sure her students are more than ready to take on the world, no matter which path they choose. Mrs. Seawright is the winner of the Golden Apple Award.
The school year is just getting started, but Charlotte Ann Seawright students are already thinking well beyond high school. She teaches them life skills.
We tried to start out the year with an evaluation of where students are now and where they want to be a year from now and where they want to be 5 years from now. So last week they actually created slideshows that kind of were a projection of where they wanted to be and their plan on how to get there.
So now Mrs. Seawright steps in and tries to help them reach those goals.
Some want to go to work. This year we have students who all want to go somewhere for, work, graduate work of some kind, college work of some kind, but it's a mixture of tech school along with four-year schools.
And after 28 years in the classroom, she knows what admissions officers and employers want to see from a young person.
Work ethic, integrity. They want them to be able to come to work and show up on a daily basis, and they want them to be able to invest in their company. They want them to be able to take it personally. They're as interested in that company as their employer would be.
Mrs. Seawright also teaches English at Fox Creek.
And there's always something relatable in every author and every author's story to what we live in now.
And whether it's the class of 2027 or her first class 3 decades ago, Mrs. Seawright sees a constant in her kids.
There's a lot of argument about how technology and media has changed students, but basically they are the same. They still are interested. They are still curious. They still want the same sense of belonging. They still have the same aspirations, for a good, successful life.
And they'll have that success, thanks to a teacher who has dedicated her career to help them achieve it.
I have always said to people when they ask me, why do you teach? I've always said curriculum is secondary. Students are first. They are so interesting that you really do draw energy from students.
A lot of positive energy in Mrs. Seawright's room for sure. Loved being in there with the students and with her. What about you? Is there a teacher in your life who deserves the Golden Apple Award? All you have to do is let us know. Go to WJBF.com, find the Golden Apple link, and fill out a nomination form. More coverage you can count on coming up next on News Channel 6 at 6.
The Live Viper 6 Neighborhood Network, powered by Tempest, is sponsored by Coleman Services. One name, two trades, no worries.
At Queen City Homes